But my name is Ollie and I'm standing in the local elections in June 2024 in Swords for People Before Profit. I'm here today outside Dublin City Council supporting the residents of Taffany House. Now, the residents of Taffany House are being evicted needlessly. The landlord is not willing to sell, even though the council is willing to buy. And this is exactly what happens in a housing system that benefits developers and landlords, investors and banks. And there are lots of profits to be made. Most recent statistics from the RTB shows that the average price of a rental property in the Dublin area is over €2,000, and the rate of inflation on family homes is a staggering 12.7%. And if you're lucky enough to be in the market to buy a house, although this is really difficult.
Hello Ollie, I hope you're well. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I've just got a couple of questions for you. So I see that you are running and you could be a future local representative to an area of Ireland. Fantastic, congratulations Ollie, I'm very happy for you. You make some good points there too, don't you? I suppose the first question I'm going to ask you, Ollie, instead of facilitating your friends attacking us, and you're going to say, well, it wasn't an attack, it was an attack, as a future local representative of the people of Ireland, you should know the law. You should know the law. And the law is, if a person touches another person in a public space without their consent, that is considered an attack. Especially if they come up to you in an aggressive manner, like you did, like your friends did. So, is it a case that a future local representative of an area in Ireland doesn't know the law of Ireland, and actually he could be a danger to the people that he represents? Is this what we're dealing with here? Or is this negligence towards certain citizens of Ireland like myself because he disagreed with me being there? Either way, I think you'd be a pretty bad representative, in my opinion. People before profit. Interesting. I'll look into that one. So, another question I have for you, Ollie, is the points that you make in the video are very good points. Because if you had to listen to me, and if you had to just said, yeah, what are you doing down here, Ronan? Oh well, I'm down here to ask a few questions. I've asked a few of the nationalist protester questions, and I'm here to ask some of the protest questions. You could have said, well, here's a few valid points that you can have and you can distribute onto social media or wherever you're putting this. One is the cost of living. Two is the rent prices. And I would have seen that as a prime opportunity to represent the other side of this and say, well, hold on. The boyos that are counter-protesting this aren't just counter-protesting this because of the immigration crisis. It's actually to do with a lot more deeper issues like the cost of living and the cost of rent. And that would have been a really good communication between both me and you, Ollie. But that didn't happen though, Ollie, did it? That didn't happen. Because whenever I went down there, you seen me, didn't you? You seen me and you went, we can't have a person here filming, because there was nobody else filming, was there, Ollie? And why wasn't there anybody else filming? Why didn't you want anybody there recording the activities that were going on within the 100 to 200 people that were counter-protesting the thousands that were on the street? The only time somebody doesn't want anything filmed is if they don't want something getting out. It's very simple. And why wouldn't somebody want something getting out? Just in case there's things said that would make that certain individual or group look bad. You didn't want me there not because you knew who I was, you didn't have a clue who I was. Because you didn't want to document what was being said inside the group. Now, out of possibly 10 to 15,000 people that were on the streets of Ireland, me and my friend were the only two to come out of that group and actually try to start a conversation with you. You didn't know who I was, you didn't know my politics, and for all you know, I could have been an ally. I could have been one of the counter protesters here to have a conversation with any one of you, but you didn't care about that. I was approached, I was insulted by the members inside the group, you know, verbally insulted, which is fine, that you know, it is what it is. And then we were pushed out onto the street. Ollie was one of the people to stand on the path to not allow us back on. And the cop was screaming at us, get back onto the footpath, get back onto the footpath. You can go watch this whole video. The whole video, if you're watching this on X, I'll leave the link for it in the title, just down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll leave I actually can't leave the link for it in the description because YouTube doesn't allow me to post links. But it's on my YouTube channel. You can watch the whole thing on my YouTube channel if you just search for it. And wherever this is, I'll post it in the comments or the description. So you can go watch the whole thing and you can see Ollie facilitating these people. He was facilitating radicalism. So my final question to Ollie is, as a local representative to Ireland, why would you be facilitating radicalism? So the people that possibly could vote for you are voting for somebody that's not going to represent all. Say there is a person like me in your area, Ollie, and he comes up to you and he says, Ollie, I'm worried about a few things here. I share the same opinions on you in regards to inflation and the rent crisis and the housing crisis. I'm with you on that, Ollie, I'm with you. But I'm scared about the people that are living in my area. There's an influx of immigration, there's an influx of refugees that are coming in here with an ideology that's not of mine. It's dangerous. Some of them are promoting Sharia law. Now, because that person maybe holds that one view that you disagree with, Ollie might then facilitate radicalism against that said individual because he disagrees with them. So as a local representative to Ireland and of a certain area of Ireland, you won't represent everybody. You will represent a certain narrative. And that's who Ollie is. Now, I have to really state this. I don't think anybody should be physically violent to Ollie. I think people should respect democracy, respect the laws of Ireland. And if anybody wants to, maybe they should try to debate Ollie. And I would actually love to sit down with Ollie myself and have a good conversation about the crisis that's happening in Ireland and hear his points of view. And maybe let's start this dialogue off once again without any radicalism and those ANTIFA whack jobs that are ran by a convicted paedophile. Yes, they're ran by a convicted paedophile. So, yeah, I'm not radical, Ollie. I understand your points that you're trying to say in that video. But why would then you not allow me to speak? Why did you facilitate radicalism? Why did the police facilitate radicalism? The Gardaí. And if you're running as a local representative to a certain area of Ireland, are you going to represent everybody, even the people that oppose your views? Are you going to sit down and talk with them? Well, the proof is in the pudding, Ollie. I came down to you. I'm an Irish citizen. I have an Irish passport. Been an Irish citizen all my life. I know the laws of Ireland very, very well, north and south. And as it stands, a local representative stood by and watched radicalism take place. He watched two people be assaulted and pushed out onto the street, and he didn't stand up for those people because he thought were against his narrative. So I would say that's corruption, Ollie, wouldn't you?